You are now entering the journey of Vaimoni, becoming the best fashion designer in the whole world. I'm 25, I've just come out of uni, and I am on the journey to being the greatest billionaire ever. This is my anime intro. Thanks for watching, subscribe. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Vaimoni. You clicked on this vlog because you want to see a fashion school vlog. So because this is my very first vlog and it's week 1 of fashion school, let me do a quick intro. So I have always been interested in fashion. I'm a creative, I'm a photographer and videographer, creative director, and I've just concluded-ish my master's at Warwick in creative and media enterprise. So I found out about this course. It is a UAL accredited course. I'm just going to tell people I go to Central St. Martin's. And I saw it on TikTok and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to apply right after I'd finished biomed. But then, by the grace of God, I miraculously ended up doing a master's, which I did not know I was going to do at all. But that master's was perfect because it taught me how to run a creative business. And I do have my own clothing line, which you guys can follow, OCRBZ. I'll tell you more about it in later videos. And I just thought that obviously studying fashion would help me make a brand that isn't just t-shirts. No offense to people who just make t-shirts, but I actually have always wanted to have a fashion brand. In fact, my name, Vaimoni, came about when I was around 16 years old. And I was telling the Lord that I wanted to start a clothing line, but I had no idea what to call it. And then my cousin had the name Harmonie, and I really loved that name. It's probably Harmony in English because we're French. And but we call it Harmonie, and I was like, oh, it's a pretty name. I love words with vowels. They're so pretty. And then I was like, how can I incorporate my name, Vanessa, into it? And I was just like, Vay, because the word Bay was trending, and Vay just looked really aesthetic. And I was like, Vaimoni, and I was testing out different spellings for it, and then Vaimoni stuck, and it turned out that Harmonie means gift from God. So I was like, everything works out. And then eventually I didn't even use it for the clothing brand. I ended up making it like my Insta name, my Twitter name, and then later my Snap name when Snap eventually let us change our user names. But yeah, so since 2015 I had a clothing brand on my mind, but it's not until now that it's got to come to fruition because I did biomed, then I had my master's, but here we are. So when I saw the course and I applied, they said I'd have to do an interview. So I go in for an interview now and I'm super shook because the last time I've ever done art was in secondary school. And because I was on the EBAC, the English Baccalaureate, I was into more academic programs because I was planned, rooted to go into a grammar school, which I did. So I couldn't really pick art, but I still did it after school. So that's the portfolio that I brought in. And then I also have my photography portfolio and my graphic illustration portfolio. And she saw my stuff and she really loved it. And she was like, yes, you're perfect for the course. I initially applied for the 1-week sewing course, but she was like, get onto the 1-year course, which is fashion, design and business, because this is perfect for you because you mentioned you have a clothing line as well. And I was like, okay, I've never sewn, but here goes. So the way the course is laid out is we go in 3 days a week on different sites. The one site is where we have all the sewing machines, industrial equipment. The other site is a college where we work on our sketchbooks. And then the last day of the week, we are also working on the machines again. So the term is basically split into 3 terms, 3 projects. The current project is titled Urban Tribes. The second project is Forms and Function, and the final project is a theme that you will come up with on your own, and you will have to make 5 pieces. I've only just gathered everything, all the information on the course. I remember when I just joined, I was literally scrambling about understanding, okay, how's it laid out, Reason being, it turns out the course had actually started in June, but they had taken in a new cohort in September. And yeah, but I remember in my interview, she was like, don't worry, you're not behind, they're behind. And I was like, okay, they've literally been here, okay. But it makes sense now because I've actually managed to catch up with the class and so much, and even became class vice president crazy stuff. Like I feel like the kind of person who, like, once I do something that I really enjoy, like, I'm good at it. I feel like that's why with uni, like, it can become a bit tedious and a bit hard and difficult to like keep up and catch up. But when I'm doing something that's fun and creative, like, I just get into it. I'm just one of those people who never wants to not be good at something, and I love hands-on things. So this course has been amazing. So I do have my own clothing brand, OCRBZ, which I'll tell you more about later. So this course, the business aspect of this course, will definitely help with that. And my master's, which is yet to be completed, is actually on fashion. My dissertation is on fashion, which is like, everything just worked out because, like, with my dissertation, I mentioned a bit in my last video, I'm looking at guerrilla marketing, and I'm using the brand Cortez as a case study, as well as my brand as a case study, side by side, and, you know, building cult following and stuff like that. So the fact that this dissertation is also going on in the background, I'm collecting data, I'm building my own personal brand whilst at fashion school, everything just worked together, and I just think, look at God, God is great. But yeah, you guys are gonna see my first week, my interview, how that went, and then literally my first day. I knew nothing, and we were learning about cutting kimono blocks, cutting patting. There's all this paper in front of me. I'm learning about fabric scissors. They give me a list of things that I need for this class. Let me tell you something. Fashion is a rich kid's sport. They weren't lying when they said that. Now I'm starting to watch things on Netflix like Next in Fashion and all of that. Then they showed us about the sketchbook layout, and then we got to making things. So yeah, so the first project of term 1 is called Urban Tribes, and the theme is Go Africa. So we're merging African culture and Japanese culture and making a piece for this project. And we have to use a kimono block or kimono silhouette, and we have to incorporate African motifs and African prints. So you'll see how I get along with making my design by the end of the week and how I've come up with that. And yeah, enjoy the vlog, guys. I've talked enough. Okay guys, so this is the day before my fashion school interview. Remember, I have never studied fashion, but I just knew that as soon as I get into that school, I am going to be making content and rinsing the whole journey. So I decided to get my life together. As you know, I've just come back from university, Warwick. So I had just moved into a brand new room, same house, I just got a bigger room, and I was gonna make it more homey and also make it content worthy. So as you can see, I got myself a little rug. I placed my rack there. I was against these racks before, but then I was like, this is gonna be good for content. Then I put that little LED light above the rack, and as you can see, I got this mirror, this concave mirror, and my room was looking cutie. Then I did my skincare. I got myself some new hair, low maintenance pixie, and I was like, let me get these lashes together. This is my first time that I ever did individual lashes by myself, thanks to TikTok. And I also ended up doing my nails as well on my own. Had to watch a little TikTok tutorial, and it came out good. It was time consuming, but it came out good. And on that day, one of my clients had posted me, so I was super gassed. She loved the pictures, and I was ready to start school the next day. So yeah, that was the prep for the day before. Now it's the day of the interview. I was seriously so excited. As you can see, I got up early. I was doing my makeup, make sure I look good, I look cute for that interview, because they need to know I'm a creative. Remember, the only thing I told them was about like my photography stuff, my master's stuff, my creative stuff, and I was literally like, listen, I wasn't born for the bio midlife. I'm a creative. Let me on your course. So I made sure to get cute, because being cute gets you places. Yes, child, this is Dress to Impress. Every day I pick out an outfit like a little avatar, because I love it. It's literally so cute and fun to do. I figured if I'm gonna go to fashion school, I might as well look the part, you know? So I picked out my pastel jacket, which I love so much. So cute. Golden Bee inspired.
What is it called, chat? Is it called Dress to Impress? Is it this one? Is it this one?
my gosh, Kai, such a big fan. Can you rate my fit though? Can you rate my fit, Kai? I would love if you could rate my fit.
Bitch, Okay, matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna rate this one 2. It's kind of basic.
Can you imagine? Anyway, I had to show them proof that I was a creative, so I found some sketches and that little mannequin and a painting that I did, and I also showed them my GCSE sketchbooks. I didn't do art GCSE, but I loved it so much that I did it after school. And proof of art, any proof of art that I had. I obviously had my digital photography portfolio, and yeah, I was out, I was ready. I hadn't carried that folder in so long. It literally says show off, and I'm like, yes, I am a show off. Literally, the journey was so long, but because it was my first time going there, I literally took such a long route to get there. Look at me making content on the overground, and there we have it, show off. Yes, clearly. Guys, I saw a street preacher when I was on my way there, and if you know me, you know that I also do street preaching, so this was so wholesome to see, and I was like, God, the dots are aligning. You want me to be here. I was running late, so I literally got an Uber. Financial decisions. Anyway, so I come inside now and I get to the wrong room, and then teacher's like, she's gonna show me to where I need to go, but while I was waiting for her, I was just looking around at all of the sewing machines, sneaking some content. But yeah, guys, she brought me downstairs and I started my interview. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was shook. I was like, are they gonna let me on the program? Come to find out, they need people. This course actually started in July, but they needed a new influx of students to start and enroll in September. I remember she was even telling me that you're not behind, you're ahead. The people in the class currently are behind, and I didn't get it, but as you watch, you will realize that I was actually advanced, and I actually advanced so much on this course. But anyways, so I'm trying to like prove to her that I'm a creative, showing her like my photography portfolio, my editing, my creative direction, my graphic illustration, my art, all of that, and she's just selling the course to me, and I'm like, well, you don't want to hear about me? Because I did kind of say a lot in my application, but she was properly selling the course to me like, get on. As you can see, your girl enrolled, and it was a long process, I can't lie. Like, I was like, college, as you can see, my dissertation was due, and that's a whole nother story, because yes, I'm currently still technically in uni because my master's is due, but my master's is on fashion. So now you guys understand that I am a genius, because I have decided to enroll in a fashion course knowing that my master's is on fashion. Come on, guys. Anyways, so the enrollment process was way longer than it needed to be, because there was this one part where I had to go to this like finance lady, and then she couldn't find the person I needed to speak to, so I was waiting for time. But yeah, I was looking at the different stuff that they offered, like bursary and stuff like that. And then yeah, that was a wrap. I got my student ID, and I'm officially a student in fashion school, and this is a UAL accredited course, so your girl can say that she technically learns what the CSM students learn. Period. I only recently found out what CSM is, by the way. So Central St. Martin's, they are the best fashion school allegedly in the whole world, because people like Vivienne Westwood and Rick Owens, oh, don't quote me on that. So I come back home. Remember, I'm from South London, guys. I went the wrong way, and I was like, look at these East London buses. Why do they look like that? And someone popped up and they were like, those are the old East London buses. And I was like, okay. And I took this long journey home, but I was just reflecting on my life, and like, I literally thought it was going to be like a Hunger Games Hunter x Hunter test thing to try and get onto the course, but based on my portfolio, she could see that I could sketch, so it was great. Okay, obviously I'm a child of God, so nothing can drain me but woo child. Woo chiley. Woo chiley. Today, so I got on my little cute outfit today because I knew. That was that. I knew I had to put it on because I was going to a fashion design course. Turns out, no one cares. But I'm gonna take it seriously because I take this seriously. You feel me? Anyways, I'm really tired, but I just wanted to show you guys stuff that I got, because tomorrow we're doing pattern cutting, and yeah, I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what I got. But it was really cool though. Like, college life is different. It's different. Okay, so I got pencils. They told me to bring pencils. They told me to bring a ruler. I got highlighters. I got labels. I got this for like the pencils and stuff. I'm gonna bring my iPad, fam. My bag's gonna be heavy. I'm gonna have to start bringing the suitcase because bruh. Sketch pad. I don't know if we're gonna need all of this for cutting and tailoring, whatever that class is called. A rubber, more pencils. This is just something that I got. Transparent paper. I got this. And this is the main binder folder. Because they said to bring like a technical folder, but I'm still getting the hang of how this course is laid out. Like, I was on ChatGPT trying to figure out, based off of all the emails and all of the information about the course online, trying to figure out how this course is laid out. But yeah, today was good. Excited for tomorrow. So your girl made it into fashion school, and here I am getting ready, putting on my makeup, getting ready to go to school. I opted for the pixie, like I mentioned, because it's low maintenance, and I always want to look good in the morning so that I can take content while I'm at school and take content for you guys. So that is exactly what I did. Got up early, made sure I looked good.
It's my first day of fashion school, and I'm gonna leave this house ASAP.
So like I said before, this is a UAL accredited course in fashion, design and business. I have only ever done anything artsy when I had that time during GCSEs to actually work on a sketchbook, because I wanted to go and do art for A-levels, but I ended up doing the IB and a more academic pathway, so I never ended up using that portfolio, but I did use it to get into sixth form.
What is it called, chat? Is it called Dress to Impress? Is it this one? Is it this one?
Period. You guys already know every single day is a dress to impress, because this wouldn't be fashion and design and business school if I wasn't looking the part. So today is college, which is why I have my lanyard. And oh wait, it's not even college. I just have my lanyard. I pick out the outfits every day and I look fly. What do you guys rate the fit? Comment below what you think, but let's ask Kai what he thinks.
Bitch, Okay, matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna rate this one 2. It's kind of basic.
Oh my gosh, Kai, rude. Anyways, this is me getting ready. Yeah, putting on my outfit, trying it on, look in the mirror, make sure I look good, doing a final fit check before I go. Do not watch the room, guys. I told you this is journey to billionaire. So yeah, then I make my long commute. Remember, I have now found a quicker way to get there. So yeah, South London babe on the South Thameslink train, commuting, yes, South London to East London. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you want to be a billionaire. So yeah, here is the journey that I take, guys. It's quite draining. I won't lie, it is quite draining. But when you have Wi-Fi, headphones, and iPad, there is a lot that you can be doing during this time. I mean, apart from the times when I'm filming content, I actually use ChatGPT a lot to organize my life. As you guys can see, the little emoticons I have made of myself every day, the different outfits that I wear, because this is fashion school. Yeah, but it helps me organize my life a lot. I run a couple businesses, including photography, real estate, drone operation, and creative direction, just to name a few. So the commute is really a time for me to organize my life and get together and plan things I want to do in the future. But yeah, this is going to be a day in the life of me actually learning stuff like pattern cutting, sewing, yeah, this is basically my first day in fashion school, because the other day was just an induction and sign up. So this was my first time. Obviously I was so excited, I was shook to film. But the first thing that we did was we hopped onto this program called Style 3D, which is a Chinese program, and it can help you make clothing, and it shows you the 3D patterns of the clothing as well. And it was literally so good. Like, I get what she was saying when she was saying how there are adults in this course who don't know how to use computers, who find the course difficult. But yeah, you definitely need basic computer knowledge or slightly advanced computer knowledge to understand this program, or any program in general. So you're going to need your ICT skills. But yeah, I was going for the oversized look, and I made that top actually from a t-shirt. I made it long sleeves just by modifying the pattern. Then I saved it and I sent it to myself. Style 3D is a very good app. I definitely recommend it, and the teacher was amazing. Like, I grasped it so quickly. I just need to afford it, but don't worry, this is Journey to Billionaire. So this was my first time ever. Obviously, it's my first lesson cutting a pattern. Here's Chloe. Chloe is amazing. She is like the sweetest, kindest person you will ever know. It was my first time, so I was literally getting to know everyone, and she was actually like talking me through stuff, helping me with stuff, showing me her sketchbook, showing me her folder, telling me what to do. She's literally the sweetest, kindest person that you will ever meet. And I wish nothing but greatness for her. Like, she's an amazing, talented designer. And yeah, so basically a pattern block is what you're going to need if you are making an outfit. It can help you have the outline of like the bodice, which is what we call the torso over top, as well as like the sleeves, if there's a hood, basically any part of the outfit that you are going to need for fabric. It gives you the outline for the cutout, and we use the paper called pattern paper. And another thing that we learned in fashion school was that there are fabric scissors and there are paper scissors, and wherever you do not use fabric scissors on paper and vice versa, because it will dumb out the scissors. I think I watched a TikTok about that before coming to fashion school, so I was very aware of that. But what we were actually doing was we were cutting out a basic kimono block. Now, let me explain to you. We are doing a project called Go Africa for Urban Tribes, which is our term 1 project. There are 3 terms. Oh my gosh, that was Lan, my amazing teacher. You will see more of her. She is amazing. Anyway, it's our term 1 project, and obviously urban tribes are, you know, subgroups within the urban community who have their own distinct styles and tastes. And you choose an urban tribe and you make an outfit which is Japanese kimono inspired, merged with African design. So we were going to use the kimono block, and if we wanted to, we could modify the kimono block. If you guys know, that is the kimono block. And if you wanted to, you can modify it by making longer or shorter, making the sleeves longer or shorter. Here's me trying to sneak content. Guys, as the vlogging goes on, just know that the vlogging gets better, because this is episode 1, but I have filmed in batch, so just know that I get less shy with filming. But anyways, with the kimono block, as you can see, Lana's showing me like the basics of like the maths and the geometry and basically the architecture and construction of kimono blocks, and she's showing me how to do it. Yeah, so sometimes we trace blocks, sometimes we trace ready-made clothing, and then sometimes we actually learn how to make blocks from scratch using the maths, using the numbers. And yeah, I remember I made so many friends on the first day. I was literally asking so many questions. I felt like I was trying not to bother people because they knew so much, but literally everyone was so nice and so kind, and I really enjoyed my first lesson. So now the lesson's over. Here's me trying to get more content, you know, pictures of me in fashion school, just showing you guys the settings, the environment. I was asking so many questions about the course to Lan at the end. I was like, what sewing machines does everyone recommend? Do you guys have sewing machines? What's the best brand? Taking content, asking questions. She gave me a sheet of things to buy, which I'll show you later. And when I get back to South London, I then go shopping to buy those things. But oh yeah, you saw me have snacks. I went to the corner shop. But yeah, that is the list of things that we need to buy as fashion students. I was like, they say fashion is a rich kid's sport. I was like, okay, can I use this bedding for fabric when we're doing practice pieces? I got like all these accessories for school, and then I get home and I unbox them. I also had a mini tripod for content. I had actually left my tripod in class that day, but Lan was so nice and she was like, yeah, we found it, we're gonna keep it for you. So yeah, mini unboxing. Everything I get is from Amazon, so you guys can check out my Amazon storefront for literally everything that I own, whether it's fashion school, photography related, or just me. When I got home, my friends had hung my Woody doll and I was just like, my siblings. But yeah, welcome to my channel. So today was my first day at, you know, fashion design school. Your girl is a fashion student, okay? So this is what happened. Boom, I enrolled. I'm back in college now. We're doing college things. So yeah, did my undergrad in biomed, and my master's in creative and media enterprise, and now I'm doing a level 2 diploma in what? No, not level 2. Put some respect on my name. Level 3 diploma in fashion and design business. So it's fashion, it's design, and it's business. So it's basically like creative media enterprise, but specifically for fashion. And that is so fitting because for my master's, I did my dissertation on the brand Cortez. I was thinking, because I asked the Holy Spirit, what should my dissertation be on? And he said, make it in something that you're interested in. I have a clothing line. If you guys do not know, follow OCRBZ. If you know what it stands for, then you know. But your girl is in her entrepreneurial bag. She is in her creative bag. In case you're new here, I do photography, videography, creative and media, creative direction, editing, and obviously I'm a little bit of a fashionista myself. Obviously the creativity, it's on the inside, but it shows on the outside. I draw, I illustrate, I'm a tag stuff, I'm a show stuff. But yeah, we went from the biomed route to the creative route, and I've always been a creative. Like, if you guys want to know my backstory, I can do a separate video on that, but this is about fashion and design. So like I did say, I do have a clothing line. It's starting with t-shirts. Y'all better buy them. And it's eventually going to be actual designs because graphic design is my passion. But, you know, I want to insert all the prophecies that have ever been spoken concerning me, concerning any creative field, which is a lie. But bear with, I'm just going to insert here. See, I don't believe in evil eye or stuff like that, but no one can stop what God is doing in my life. Basically, I found out about this course through TikTok. It is something called the Fashion Technology Academy. I saw their TikTok last year before I did my master's. And by the way, I didn't know I was going to do my master's, which is a whole other testimony. I did not know I was going to do that master's, but I did. And that was that's another story. Like, I did not know what I was going to do after biomed, and boom, master's came and it was perfect. And then, but before that master's came, I was looking at my backup options. I was like, oh, I'm going to be back in London. I see this course is in London and it's free. So I was like, yeah, I want to do this. Looks interesting. And back then it was supposed to be like a 1 week or 5 week course on stitching and sewing and stuff like that. But then this year I see their TikTok again. I'm like, this is a reminder. I literally have 1 week to apply. And long story short, I had just moved back to London from Warwick, and obviously the whole moving process was a lot. It was a lot for me because obviously I have a lot of belongings. I had to like change rooms, like, so obviously it took actually quicker than I expected for my room to be complete how it is now, how I like it, and have everything here. Like, it actually took a couple days, and during that period I was like, ugh, what am I gonna do with my life? Done with uni, bada bing bada boom. And yeah, so during the midst of like me putting this room together, putting this room together was a struggle. Let me know if you want a room tour. I was like, what am I finna do? I see the ad, I'm like, yes, fashion, you wanted to apply, and this links with your master's degree because you did it on Cortez the brand and guerrilla marketing, and you do have your own clothing brand because a couple weeks prior I had gone to, shout out Branded Manufacturing, Branded Limited, London manufacturer. Obviously they have ties in China, Pakistan, for my clothing brand. So everything was just tying together, you know? It was just tying together. I apply now. I'm thinking it's going to be a thing of, are they going to accept me? Am I going to accept me? These times, it's a college, bruv. It's a college. They're looking for admissions. So they're just, they wanted to see me. Do you get? They wanted to see me. So, because I was all panicking, like I literally had to go and find my GCSE art folder, go and find my year 9 DT portfolio, try to impress them, show them my photography. To be honest, I don't know why I was stressing, because I have proof that I can draw. I have more than enough proof that I can draw, more than enough proof that I know how to use Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, more than enough proof that I know how to do photography. Like, I don't know why I was sweating and stressing. But yeah, I guess that's what happens when you're used to the streamlined university, grammar school, international baccalaureate, sixth form lifestyle, that you just forget that people is real and they actually will actually choose you for you. And that's actually kind of what happened with my master's, because I had no creative degree because I did biomed, but they still let me on the master's based off of my work. So I don't know why I keep down on myself, but like, anyways, it was never going to be a thing of, are we going to let you on the course? Because, come on, it's college. And let me tell you about college. It's in North London. I'm from South, in case you don't know. North London is different. North London is different. Let me insert the clips. Let me insert the clips of the buses and the transportes. It takes me like an hour and a half to get there. On a good day, if there's no traffic, and trust me, there's gonna be traffic, so I need to get there early. But anyways, everything just tied in perfectly, you guys. Like the way that my room was complete, and then I got into the course, and then like everything's just God did, God's plan. So in the induction, I walk into the college now, bare youngest. Obviously, I look young. Like, you ain't got to tell me twice. I know I look young. So that was not even a problem. I walk into the college now, bare youngers. Obviously, I have a heart for young people, man. They need Jesus. And that's what we gonna do. We gonna give them Jesus. But yeah, bare youngers. I walk into the reception now, and this is the thing. College is so different to sixth form. There is no uniform, so people are just showing their personalities, showing their backgrounds, showing how they were brought up. Like, you can just see that. Whereas in sixth form, well, secondary, you have uniform, sixth form, business suits, business attire, school lessons, very much strict. And I went to a grammar school to top that all off. I went to a rough secondary school, which rebranded and turned good. Then I went to a grammar school. Then I went to Warwick. So this is my first time actually being able to be relaxed, guys. Being able to kiki with your teachers. I mean, I'm not saying we didn't kiki with the teachers in the lab, but those were the same people marking us. And their marking was very interessante. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, it was just the realness. It was the realness and the fact that I was in North London, and the fact that I was a little bit in awe, and maybe a little bit in awe that I was in North London. The young G's just giving me life. Like, you know, when you're around young people, just bubbly. But yeah, so I was sneaking, getting some content here and there. And then yeah, man's an official student. Let me show you what I got. Man's an official student, yeah. Oh, governments. But yeah, consider this episode 1. Episode numero uno of Vanessa the fashion designer. So let's show you what I did today. So I got to speak to the main course head, and she was telling me how the course was laid out, but it was really hard for me to like get what she meant, because tell me when I enrolled to the course and she's telling me that the course started in June and I'm 7 weeks in, so technically 7 weeks behind. I'm like, what? How are you telling me this now after I applied? Not that I would have changed my decision, because I wanted to do this, but I was just like, huh? So I was like, is there any like, do you guys have Moodle? Like, obviously we had that in uni. So obviously I'm getting used to like their systems and stuff like that, even trying to understand how exams are done, because I'm so used to like knowing that I have this assignment, but whereas this is all coursework, so I'm trying to figure out what the modules are. But today I got a bit more clarity. Today was my cutting and stitching class. There's another class which is based on like, you know, the creative process, which kind of like creative and media enterprise, because we talk about the creative process in one of our modules, creativity and organization. And yeah, so that's like mood boarding. You know, I'm a Pinterest girly, so I stay on Pinterest making mood boards. So that, yeah, researching stuff like that. And then there's the actual making part, which is the class that I was in today. It's on 3 different separate sites. I'll show you guys around the different sites. Day 1 enrollment, I was actually at the college. Day 2, I was at Fashion Enter to actually do the, you know, stitching, sewing, cutting. Day 3, we're gonna be at where are we gonna be? We're gonna be at a different location, fashion related of course, and it's gonna be more business related. Oh yeah, we got to do like 3D modeling and that was sick. That was wavy. Obviously I've been wanting to learn Blender, and we have this program called Style 3D. So I'll insert the clips. But yeah, that's like a mashup of everything that I have been up to. And it was lit. So stay tuned. And you know what? I actually like, because obviously I've wanted to jump on YouTube and show you guys Wagwan for the Wagwans. So now I can actually do that in peace. I don't know, like in uni I wanted to vlog in that, but uni was just another ball game. Like everything is so serious. You got this deadline, you're trying to film, but this is, I don't know, it should be easier to vlog in uni, but somehow it's easier vlogging at home and it makes no sense. I don't know, but it is what, see, God's plan. But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long, because I want this to be a series that's short and quick and enjoyable. Just yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. It's been real. Vaymoni, peace and love. And yeah, check out more episodes of me on my fashion design journey as a fashion brand owner / photographer, videographer, drone operator, creative director, fashionista, illustrator, drawer, sketcher, singer, rapper. What else? MUA, hairstylist. I did my own acrylics, guys. I was trying to look cute for my first day. Anyways, the video's getting a little bit long, but there's gonna be more. So stay tuned. I love y'all. I don't know. We should have a motto. We should have a name. But peace. So this is all the stationery that I had got after my first day of fashion school. This was literally just for like taking notes and stuff. My sketchbook I'm gonna get tomorrow for my second day of fashion school, and you guys will see that. Wow, this is really a 5-day vlog. I think it's gonna be like an hour long or maybe more, because there are 2 days more. But here's the patterns that I made. I traced like a mini t-shirt block. I'm probably gonna go in like next week to actually learn how to use the sewing machine, because I hadn't learned that yet. And yeah, she printed out like handouts for what they've learned so far, and there's also like a business module. So yeah, I do have a fashion clothing line, which I will do other videos about. But yeah, we're supposed to make a technical folder. Did you see how I like forced that folder open? That's going to cause a problem later, because I didn't know that these folders, you actually have to use the stick to open and close it, not force it open like a regular binder. But anyways, yeah, we need something called a technical folder, which is basically a portfolio of basically anything that we've made or sewn that's like small. As you can see, I'm struggling to close the folder now because I forced it open, not knowing how to put it together. But then I end up going on TikTok to find out how that works. But basically, yeah, a technical folder, like when I eventually make like a little t-shirt or my first sewing, I put it in. Yeah, I found a TikTok. The TikTok literally saved my life, because I was like, I did not spend the last of my money on a folder for it to stop working. And now I know how it works, and I will never be forcing it open again. Thanks to the 7-year-old who uploaded that. You are literally a lifesaver. And as you can see, I tried again and I eventually got it to work. I don't know who made that appearance just then, but yeah, this was so fiddly, guys. But yeah, the stuff is like the printouts of stuff that I need to buy. I did everything on Amazon, and then I started putting stuff into like my pencil cases, all the business modules, the layout of the course structure. This is like the pattern cutting side of the course, which is the days that we had to bring in our folders and sew either at the first site or at the factory site. And then the other day of the week we are in college, so this is me just, you know, putting stuff together, putting stuff in folders, you know, my mom coming in helping me, giving me stuff. And yeah, this is some other stuff. And yeah, that's my first day of fashion school. Look at me looking like a total noob, taking photos and that. I made an order and a purchase, and I bought a lot. Fashion is really a rich kid sport. Yes, Prince of Egypt out on Netflix. Watch that now. And then I bought a Naruto photo because Japanese kimono, yeah, Woody was hung. A lot happened. There was a lot to unpack. Woody was hung. But yeah, see you in day 2. "6:30 in the morning.
Oh, copyright free, baby.
I
Yeah, that's right.
arrived early
Copyright
from
free.
the door. I step into the house. I'm walking up the stairs. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. I'm on the 2nd floor. If you guys know N-Dubs, Nananai, just comment Nananai. Because N-Dubs is a prime London group. Anyways, this is me getting ready for fashion school. It is day 2 of fashion school. I'm going to college. College is where we actually work on our sketchbooks, do fashion illustrations, do samples in our sketchbooks, like prints, mark making, fashion illustrations, and then practice skills.
What is it called, chat? Is it called Dress to Impress? Is it this one? Is it this one? Bitch, Okay, matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna rate this one 2. It's kind of basic.
You're making a fool out of me. You're such a liar. Guys, imagine I took Uber all the way to the station. Never doing that again because it's never that deep. Yeah. So I get to college now. It's my first time actually having a lesson there. I had to find my card, get out my bag. I had packed my bag to the brim with like pencils, pens, Copic markers. And then my teacher would show me basically the basic layout of a sketchbook. She would show me what mark making is, different kinds of mark making. And I was like, okay, this is cute. I was getting to know what the sketchbook layout was supposed to be. And you really have to add a mixture of 2D forms and 3D forms. And you have to lay it out in a nice way. Because I like to lay things out like quirkily and like diagonal, stuff like that. She later told me that everything has to be uniform because that's how UAL wants it to be. If we're listening to UAL, tell me I don't go to UAL. But yeah, her book was really nice. Oh yeah, by the way, there was this thing on the every school computer that said that they're looking for content creators and marketers.
best believe I applied for that update. I'm already on like stage 3 of the process, and it's also paid. So doing something that I already do, but getting paid for it, sign me up. Anyways, so I start looking at different inspirations to add to my sketchbook. As you can see, she also teaches us like different stuff relating to the course. So right now, obviously, it's Go Africa, Japanese and African fusion for kimonos, urban tribes, but we're looking at mark making, and we have to include marks in our patterns. So she was just showing us how to do that and showing us how to do fashion illustration, and she also showed us how to do batik. Basically, in Congo we have this thing called panyo wax fabrics, and basically showing us those type of prints. So those are the prints we were focusing on. I was getting loads of pictures to print out to put into my sketchbook, which I thought would be relevant for me to use. I'm clearly a content creator because I come to class with a tripod and film everything I'm doing. But yeah, this is the essence of what classes are like on the second day of the week, because we go in 3 days a week, and the second day is dedicated to sketchbooks and samples. So yeah, class is over. It was a long day. Look at my makeup glistening. Not my makeup glistening, but yeah, best believe I think I came to school with a whole I didn't go with a suitcase that day, but best believe I started going with a suitcase later on. But yeah, class over. Oh yeah, I was carrying up my sketchbook. Ended up going to central London because there was homework, but the Victorian Albert was closed. I asked a stranger to take that picture, can you imagine? And also I ordered my Singer machine, so I'm waiting for it to arrive. And that was day 2 of fashion school, guys. Stay tuned for day 3. Hey guys, it is week 1, day 3 of fashion school. Let's go. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I am not trying to do no outfit of the day today. Like, it's Friday. I don't know why I look kind of rough today, but the outfit was basic because I was trying to get out. So we're skipping the outfit of the day for today, because I mean, I'm not really feeling like, I don't know, like, yeah. But anyways, recap of the day. Let me tell you what happened. For the sake of consistency, I may actually just do the fit of the day videos that I usually do, just for consistency and, you know, to build that discipline, because once you stop doing something, you actually stop doing it for real. And I'm trying to stay consistent with something in my life for once, you know? But whenever I redo a lip combo, I feel bad about taking my makeup off right after. In an ideal world, I would do all these videos before I leave in the morning. But with how early I have to leave because of how much of a journey it is, that was... I don't want to say that was never happening, because I would like it to happen. But I have to be waking up at like 5. And that means I can't go to bed at 12 no more. And that means I need to make use of the 2 to 3 hours I have when I get home. And that's just... yeah. Why do I be getting home late? It's because I've been staying in class late. Because I'm a diligent student. It's on what? Period. I'm doing this makeup look in a phone camera. Make it make sense. But then again, I'm filming on camera. If it looks good on camera, then if 2 + 2 is 4. Guys, the reason I got this short hair, right? Because it's low maintenance, but it's not really low maintenance, because like
it can look scruffy, but then sometimes it can look like intentionally scruffy. Like, oh, that's just how she likes it. Like, she doesn't care. Like, it's part of the look. But this is not part of the look because I want it to be actual curls and not just straight and dry. So it needs to be moisturized and wet. And now it's not looking how it looked when I bought it. So is it really low maintenance? Is it really? Would straight hair be more low maintenance than this? It's the fact that this isn't, like, it doesn't have to be properly glued down if you don't want it to be. Don't watch that. I know because I said that you started looking, but don't watch that. Okay. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, as soon as I do a lip combo, and this is a mess because I'm doing it in a phone camera. As soon as I start doing a lip combo, it feels wrong to take the makeup off because it feels like a waste because I can actually feel it on my face. But anyways, see, that looks better. See how a lip look just puts everything together, like, and a bit of the zhuzhing of the hair. Okay. Let's get this look because I'm done with.
What is it called, chat? Is it called Dress to Impress? Is it this one? Is it this one? Bitch, okay, matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna rate this one to, it's kind of basic.
So yeah, today we are getting ready in the morning, you know, getting ready for college. You guys know the drill by now. We get ready in the morning. As you can see, it's another commute from South London to East London, or is it North Minano? Let me know what part of London I'm actually going to every day. But it is Quay. I had to get a meal because I was super hungry. I got coleslaw. I'm actually becoming a coleslaw addict. But guys, these photos are taken from a place in Finsbury Park that is literally a whole street of dresses. Literally a whole street of dresses. Like, I was walking down there, yeah, and I was like, okay, this might be the new spot. But I heard that the spot is actually what's that place called? I'll tell you when I remember. But this is my first day at the third location that we go in the week, the Fashion Design Center, Fashion Capital. There's actually like younger students working there as well. I think they're like the sixth formers or college. They're like 16 years old. Kind of same backpack as me. But yeah, I can see my class working there, so I know I'm at the right place. It took me a while to find, and they told me that it would. But yeah, here's me just looking around. I'm super excited. Everyone was working on their garments, right? But because I'm new, I don't have a design. So I'm like, okay, what's my design finna be? So I get out Pinterest and I start looking at like inspiration. I had actually brought my whole sketchbook because I was drawing out the first title page because this project was Urban Tribes, you know, Go Africa. So I started sketching a title page. I actually spent a pretty long time making that, TBH. But yeah, I just like things to be a certain way, like, yeah. And I was also like speaking to my other classmates, getting to know them, asking them like one for the class, one for the lesson them. I was basically the new girl, so I was working on my title page from my sketchbook while the others were actually working on their tutorials or their practice pieces for what they would be making for this project. I had no idea what I was going to be making, so I was like, okay, let me just work on my sketchbook. And I did that for a bit. Let me either skip or fast forward this content because I was working on my sketchbook for quite a while. The teacher lad, they've come over to me and eventually asked like, okay, you don't have a design yet. How about you spend today making your design? And I eventually do end up doing that. So yeah, let's skip to that bit. Okay, I just saw this clip and I was like, let me mention, don't let anybody shame you for using AI and ChatGPT to organize your life. Because I had just joined this class, right? So I had no idea. I put in the whole syllabus into ChatGPT and I was like, listen, I'm new to this class. Here is everything that they've told me so far. Please help me understand what is going on and the tasks that I can be doing right now to help me progress in this class and not fall behind. And ChatGPT did not disappoint. So yeah, you saw it on my iPad there. Just thought I'd let you know. And I think AI is our friend. You just need to know how to use it. And I think knowing how to use it is what separates the smarties from the dum-dums. So if you are anti-AI or you don't know how to use AI in a proper manner that will actually help you in your life, I don't know for you. You're missing out. You're living life on hard mode for no reason. And we will excel in advance above you. But yeah, they say class C students are better than class A students, but we move. So it got to lunchtime around 12 and I was like, okay, let me go into the little kitchenette they have. I was like, is there anywhere to eat in here? And she was like, yeah, literally right there. One of the girls in my class. So I went in there and I was like, let me eat, but let me actually start sketching my design because at this point I don't have my design that I'm going to be making. This is the kitchenette. Very cutesy, very demure because we need somewhere to eat while we're working on our break times. So yeah, I set up my little camera so I can do a little video for you guys. I had my packed lunch and yeah, it was fried rice that I had made. Obviously I got a maple pecan from the store and yeah, I put on my Pinterest and I had to get coleslaw to accompany the fried rice because I've turned into a coleslaw girly. But yeah, I was looking at different inspo on Pinterest, looking at different things I wanted to add to my kimono silhouette and basically putting my design together. Someone in my class asked me, how do I come up with clothing designs? And I literally come up with them so quickly to the point where, you know how your sketchbook is supposed to show like a progression of like, okay, how you came up with the design, themes that you explored, fabric techniques that you explored, printing techniques that you explored, silhouettes that you looked at, color extractions that you did, all of that, yeah? If you just give me like buzzwords, I will come up with something so quickly. So then I have to go backwards and be like, okay, this is how I came up with it because my mind just works so fast that I don't have to do no slow process of let me find things that inspire me, let me find this, let me find that. So I typically work backwards. So I have my final design and then I have to break it down in slow motion to you how I got there, which is like the sketchbook. So yeah, I'm someone who works backwards because my mind is in fast motion. So yeah, that is probably neurodivergent, but I don't believe in that because I can't really say that because probably get cancelled. But yeah, so look at me munching away. Okay, yeah, I don't know, I was probably doing admin stuff too, but yeah, let me show you guys like my final sketch and what I ended up making in the very end. But yeah, obviously this video is muted, but like 2 other people from my class came in and they were having like their own private conversation. I was like, oh, and because they were talking about some personal stuff and I was like, okay, let me just continue to draw. But they are lovely people. Everyone in my class is a lovely people, like I've said before. But I was a new girl, so I didn't know whether to like interject and be like, girl, that's crazy, or like not say anything. So I was just drawing and they said they liked my drawing and I was like, thank you so much, I love you. But yeah, girl, because I was like, it's an African city. She was like, it's your African city. And I was like, I know, but they're not gonna understand. But yeah, super proud of myself for doing that so quickly. Like, it reminded me that I still got it because I don't think I had drawn for a very long time prior to this. I mean, I literally drew earlier that day, but yeah, still got it, never lose it. Oh yeah, so my teacher came over and she was looking at my design and she was like, everybody's so creative. And she was like, okay, let me make you a technical pack, a flat pack, to see how this is going to look, the parts that you need to cut. So she gave me like a basic sketch outline of what my patterns would look like, but she said that we do the maths in the next week and that I can come in on Monday to learn how to sew. So yeah, that was that. And yeah, period. Yeah.
Okay, so for today, it was basically like they were showing machines, but everyone was working on actually putting their stuff together. So I kind of get how the classes work now. So there is the ideation class, there's the cutting and sewing skills class, and then there's the putting together on mannequins class. And also the business class, where you learn about, you know, marketing, putting a brand together, so yeah. But obviously, because I'm new, I was doing my own thing. But I finally came up with designs and I showed you guys in class. Like during lunchtime, I was in my designing bag, and because I'm new, I didn't know what to focus on because everyone was like had their fabrics. Also, we gotta pay for fabrics, child. Like I don't really know that much about fabrics yet. I was asking people questions. They were basically saying how they haven't really been taught about different types of fabrics specifically, but they were told to like research different types of fabrics. But yeah, so this basically, there's gonna be a runway. And bro, my hair is looking rough. That's how you know it's Friday, but there's gonna be a runway and people are going to present their outfits, obviously with whatever concepts you come up with. It's supposed to be urban tribes. The theme is Go Africa, and it's supposed to be mixing the theme of urban tribes with like Japanese and African. Runway, do something with it. So I'll show you guys my sketchbook once I put it together, and I'll show you guys the process of me putting it together. But the sketches that I came up with today, they didn't low-key eat, they high-key ate. Where's my sketchbook? My sketchbook. Boy, that would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. That would have been insane. But yeah, if you aren't already, follow me on Vay Draws. So these are my sketches. This is the fits that we are putting together. Period. So basically, it's supposed to be you know, in Japan they have what's it called? It's called a kimono. Yeah. So the women have kimonos that they wear, but I have got the kimono. I've made it more baggier, bigger, shorter, puffed up. Trying to keep the designs of the kimono still in there, and then I'm gonna incorporate the elements of African print or African design somewhere in this. So far this is giving very much Japanese, very much urban, very much a niche of people to wear this. But now I need to add in the African element, and I'm thinking about how I'm going to do that with prints. So the Japanese that we have over here says Kinshasa, because that is the capital of Congo. And yeah, I'm just going to figure out a print that I want to do. So I'm just going to continue sketching this design. She said that she wanted to see like a block, like a tech pack, like a tailor cutting block. I don't know what they're called yet. But basically to see the simple elements of this and how it's going to be flat to cut out to put this together to make this. So I'm going to keep drawing it, see how this is going to look, what type of fabric I'm thinking of using, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated. But right now, listen, it's Friday. I'm trying to get changed. I'm trying to do my makeup. Wait, take off my makeup, go to bed. Also, kind of a sidetrack, but you know how I do photography and videography? Oh, quick change of scenery. So you guys know how I do photography and videography, right? So I'm turning the room next door to my photography store. Little photography store. So yeah, let me just show you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is my old bedroom. Yeah, this room I'm going to be turning into my photography studio. So this is where I'm going to bring my clients. Still trying to figure out where I want the backdrop to be, because if I think out this room, I don't know if it's like a square, like a perfect square. I can't tell if this room is a perfect square or if one side's longer, because ideally I want the backdrop to be on the shorter side so that I have more space to back up with the camera, take pictures of the clients. I don't want to be limited with how far I can go. Peradventure, I was taking a shot of like a big group of people and I couldn't step all the way back. But with the lens I have, I don't think that would be an issue. I can always test it out. So that's not a problem. I can test it out, see what way it works. Obviously there's a window here. I've seen people cover up windows. Doesn't really matter. Whether we need natural lighting or whatever, but we'll see. And obviously it's a pop-up backdrop, so I can move it anywhere in this room and it wouldn't really matter. Like, none of that really matters because I can move it. So it's not like it's going to be stationary and I have to make a decision, which I have had to do in the past when I used to have a studio, but there's another story from another day. Anyways, let's get back to the other room.
Lol, we did not in fact go back to the other room, but it is the weekend now, so the next day I end up painting the room that I just showed you to be able to use as a photography studio. I also had homework to go to a few museums and galleries to get primary research as inspiration, so you will be seeing me go to the Tate Modern and the Victorian Albert Museum.